All right, guys, it's the first digital show of 2021 for Jesters. Other than that After Dark one that we did that my kids weren't allowed to watch, so that doesn't count. And I made the New Year's resolution this year for me that each digital Jesters show is going to be better than 10 Super Bowls, and I'm going to add an extra Super Bowl on to each show after that. So this one only has to be as good as 10 Super Bowls, but February is 11th, March 12th, and so forth. Did you guys come up with?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon. What's one of your New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I think I kind of want to enjoy myself and like get in shape. So I want to go to the gym more this year, and I want to go to more concerts and stuff. So I think that's what I'm aiming for this year. Hopefully in the next month or so.
Yeah, good luck with that. Emily, what about you? Do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I want to cut back on coffee this year.
That's good.
I'm trying.
How many mugs is that?
This is my second one this evening.
Oh, okay. So you're doing all right.
Yeah.
Jenny, do you have any New Year's resolutions this year?
I do actually. It was my resolution last year and I didn't really follow through, but I am going to learn to fly this year.
You getting like your pilot's license or?
No, like with wings. Just flapping really hard, that kind of flying.
Very cool. You've got a 2 or 3 story house, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just head up to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, how about you, Mike?
Yeah, my resolution this year is I'm going to be a lot more careful when I'm working in the lab and not drop any of the vials this time around. Bad things happened when I did that last year.
And Mary Kay, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
Yeah, I've really been wanting to spend a lot more time on my phone, like just really dialed in to the screen. That's what I'm working on.
Okay. All right. Well, it is after 8 and we are live. We're live. Hey everyone. We're Jesters Comedy Improv and this is the Goodbye 2020 show. It's 2021. 2020 is the year we shall not speak of. It's over. It's done with. 2021 so far, the first month is incredibly crazy so far. We're not even gonna if you've got a Facebook feed, you know what's going on out there. We're in here though. We're here to have a good time for the next hour. Rebecca is in the chat. She's going to be asking you questions throughout the night. So make sure you put your suggestions in there because this show is going to be based all on your suggestions. If you don't write anything in the chat, the show's going to suck. So fill it up for us as much as you can. We got some new players with us tonight who haven't done a digital show with us either for a while or ever. So let's introduce everyone real quick. My name's Wooly. I've done every single one of these damn things, so you know who I am. Brandon's with us tonight. Say hi, Brandon.
Hi.
Hey. Emily's joining us for the first time. She's done a lot of live shows with us, but this is her first digital show. Say hi, Emily.
Hi.
Hey. Jenny. Jenny's here again. Say hi, Jenny.
Hi.
Mary Kay's got her Jester's shirt on. Say howdy or something, Mary Kay.
Howdy or something.
Perfect. And then I got to play with this gentleman quite a bit when we did improvisation with the Reservoir Frogs, and we invited him to join us on this side of the improv world. Mike is playing with us tonight. Say something witty, Mike.
Something witty.
Perfect. He knows what he's doing. And Rebecca and Steve from Fantastic Voyage and from Jesters, but they've been doing it with Fantastic Voyage so long, I feel like I got to throw that out there as well. They're doing the tech for us again tonight, so make sure you say hi to Steve and Rebecca in the chat, and make sure you check out Fantastic Voyage too every Wednesday night on their Facebook Live page. Before we begin, I wanted to make sure everyone knows that if you like the show, generally in person, we make you throw us a couple bucks to see the show live. If you like this one, buy us a coffee at coffee.com. It's going to be in the chat. You throw us a couple bucks. We share it with the players. We also usually throw some money towards the local food shelves because we want to make sure everyone's happy and well-fed this time of year during the everything that's going on. I'm rambling, so I'm going to kick Emily out for just a minute. Bye, Emily.
Bye.
Emily's leaving because that coffee issue she has going on is not helping her singing voice, and we're going to sing a little bit. We want to sing about the people who are already in our chat. So Rebecca's asked a couple things in there. Brandon, we're going to start with you. We're going to sing a doo-wah-ditty about Heather, and Heather is looking forward to visiting with her family that she hasn't seen for over a year. So let's sing a song about Heather and her chance to see her family.
All right. Heather really misses her family. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
She thinks that it isn't that silly. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Hi, Dad.
Oh, no.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Hi, Mom.
Do we still all get along? Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Heather.
Heather, perfect. Paula's in the chat. Paula's looking forward to starting a new career. She didn't say what the career is, so we're just going to have to base it on that. So I'm going to throw it out to Jenny. She's going to start Paula singing about a new career in 2021.
Paula wants to join the mob. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
You can't say no to this job. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Laundering, bang, bang. Laundering, bang, bang.
And then she's gonna get another thing. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Paula!
Paula, perfect. Hopefully we didn't blow her cover as her new job in the mob. Great job, Jenny, and everyone on that. Amy was watching the show as well. Amy Mary Kay is looking forward to learning Spanish with everyone's favorite language app, Duolingo. So let's sing about Amy and her Spanish aspirations in Duolingo.
You have to start really, really slow. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Como estas? Y tu la tengo. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Uh-oh. Lo siento. Uh-oh. Lo siento.
Then I'm gonna go mental. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Amy.
Wow, perfect. Spanish all around. A pluses from my high school Spanish teacher. And finally, Zach. Zach wants to learn how to do karate, Mary Kay. Actually, I already had Mary Kay start one. Mike, you get to start this one.
All right.
Zach and his aspirations to learn karate.
Zach has watched a lot of Cobra Kai saying do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
You better watch out. You're all gonna die. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do.
Punch, punch. Kick, kick. Punch, punch, kick, kick.
His moves are really thick. Do-a-diddy-diddy-dum-diddy-do. Zach!
Yeah.
Back! Perfect. Emily, come on back. We at Jesters don't take a lot of things for granted, and luckily this time, with everything out there, most of us have got to keep our jobs, which is a good thing because most of us work in some form of marketing, some form of advertising. We come up for advertising slogans all the time. And people are still buying stuff nowadays, which is why the post office is so dreadfully backed up. I think that's why. Probably just because people are buying stuff and having it mailed. We want to sell some stuff for you guys as well. Things that you've bought in 2020, whether you braved going into a store or you were one of billions of people who ordered stuff online. We're going to resell you some of your highlights from 2020. And Amy purchased a lot of cookie sheets in 2020. And I've never, ever seen a cookie sheet advertised. So let's come up with some advertising slogans for cookie sheets.
Because you got a lot of shrinky dinks for Christmas. Cookie sheets.
Because gingerbread needs its sleep too. Cookie sheets.
Because roasted broccoli sheets don't sell as well. Sheets.
Keep you warm at night. Cookie sheets.
Whoa. PK just bought books. And I've seen individual books sold before, but I've never seen just books in general advertised. So let's sell some books.
Are you a nerd? Books.
Something not to read for your club. Books.
When you want to have a fancy intellectual Zoom background, books.
Because you don't want to kill that spider with a Kindle. Books. Renee bought a terrarium. We're getting stuff I've never had for this game before, and I've done this stupid game for 10 years. This is amazing. Let's sell some terrariums.
When you want to do something useful with all those action figures you own, terrariums.
Your fish are gonna suffocate. Terrariums.
When you can't,
You look really badass if you have like a lizard terrarium.
when you can't give your gecko the very best, give it the second best. Terrarium.
Sarah bought an eye patch. I kind of want to hear the story behind that, but let's sell some eye patches.
You need to keep the Zooms interesting. Eye patch.
Because you're tired of normal quilts. Eye patch.
For ready to spice up your life? Eye patch.
Kick that lazy eye in the ass. Eye patches.
Eye patch.
Tiramisu cake log. Good luck with that. Let's sell a tiramisu cake log.
You want coffee with your dessert? Tiramisu cake log.
Because Olive Garden is closed right now. Tiramisu cake log.
Because
Yeah.
you're still at blogging tiramisu cake blog. Or blog.
And finally, just booze. A lot of people have bought booze. Let's sell some booze.
2020. Booze.
That pretty much covers it all right there. Good job, guys. Thank you for the suggestions. Keep them coming. Rebecca's going to continue loading stuff up in there for you guys to help us out with. Mary Kay and Brandon can stick around for a little bit. Mike, Jenny, and Emily can take a hike because we are going to play a game called Emotions. Brandon and Mary Kay are going to do a scene. They're going to do a scene about Christmas-themed cat collars. You can thank Madeline for that if you ever see her online. Christmas-themed cat collars. Whatever that means to you. We're going to do a scene about that, and every once in a while, I'm going to ding that bell and then give you guys a new emotion to just kind of mess with you, because that's the kind of guy I am. So I'm going to just slide this over and go ahead and begin.
Ho ho.
I love it. I just have to say, thank you so much. What an excellent suggestion.
Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about you. I mean, you're looking great. I mean, let's face it. This is a new year, new you.
I thought that it would feel like restrictive, but I actually feel safer with it. It's like,
Brandon, forlorn.
This is it just looks so good. So good.
that makes me happy. You know, I haven't looked good in a long time.
Please, we should go out sometime. Please.
I would love.
Mary Kay, frightened.
Out. You mean out? You mean like walk through the door?
I need you. I need you in my life. Please. This is
Like in person? Like life? Like not on a computer life?
Brandon, indignant.
What are you talking about, computer life? I meant, I don't care about your computer. I need you here now.
There's a pandemic and that's why I'm staying home. That's the only reason.
You believe in all that stuff? Ugh.
Mary Kay, giddy.
Do I believe in all that stuff? Do you know how my life has changed? I do. I'm a true believer. Pandemics are real.
Now
Brandon.
I don't believe you at all.
Brandon, petulant.
Interesting. That's.
There's something inside me. I'm like, something's gotta come out. Maybe I'll go out my front door. Something has to happen.
You're just being silly. You're being silly.
Mary Kay, now you're being butthurt.
You call me silly. You don't know that half of it.
What are you going to do about it?
Brandon, you're itchy.
I mean, it's just. I really need you to just come over here right now. It's just.
I don't think I
this
can
is
go anywhere right now.
I think I'm addicted to you. I just need you. Please.
I understand what you're saying, but I just have to stay home right now.
Oh, I love you.
You're making me uncomfortable.
Mary Kay, berserk, and Brandon, amorous.
I love when you do that. It's my favorite thing.
You say so many words. Ooh.
Yeah, bring it. Come on. Give me more. Give me more.
So much to bring. You're just a lot. You're so much. You're a lot.
I'm a lot in love with you.
Oh, we're going to end it there. That was beautiful. Mary Kay and Brandon, thank you guys so much. You can both kill your cameras for a moment because Mike, Jenny, and Emily are going to come back. And Mike, Jenny, and Emily are going to play a game we call Word Count. So I got some numbers in the chat here that you guys, that's the only number of words and the exact number of words you have to say every time you speak. So Jenny, you get 10 words.
Good.
Emily, you get 4. And Mike, you only get 1. So you got to make it count.
All right.
And you guys are going to do a scene about ceramic class. Whatever that means to you, ceramics class. Again, Jenny gets 10, Emily gets 4, Mike gets the loneliest number 1.
Are you two ready for some fun ceramics today? Yay!
I can't wait. Yay!
Yep.
I hope I do a good job teaching this class.
I hope I
Same.
can.
Did you two remember your masks and your clay stuff?
I don't wear those. I brought my clay.
The masks are to protect your eyes from clay flying.
Oh, I don't mind.
Flying?
I think you need more protection. It's not safe otherwise here.
I'll just eat it.
Maybe not eat it. That's gross. I mean, well, I've tried.
I'd like to try.
Same.
I will call the doctor and have him ready here
Why?
because eating clay isn't safe and you could die now.
He knows me well.
Maybe we should try another hobby like fishing or skating.
Archery.
Archery is a good idea too. No danger in archery ever.
Let's try it then.
Great. I brought arrows just in case of a change.
Flames.
I'm up for anything.
Awesome. I will get started with the bows and fire.
Do I need arrows?
No, actually, you just run really fast with a flaming stick.
Target.
I can do that.
So we're going to target with fire sticks and clay.
No clothes, no masks.
Freedom.
Exactly.
Freedom. Freedom. Beautiful. Thank you, Jenny, Emily, and Mike. Thank you guys very much in the chat for that. As you can see, I've got my futuristic glasses on, and I'm drinking my Torg beer because I'm hoping that very soon in the future, Jesters Comedy is going to be back at Torg Brewery. So if you haven't been out there yet, Torg Brewery, they're open again. They've got Black Sheep Barbecue out there, selling barbecue, I think, almost every day. I went there on Wednesday because Wednesdays are like $3 off growlers. So that's when I go out there and fill my growler up. Got some of the libidinous here. That's my little plug for Torg Brewery because we love them. And we look forward to being back there again very soon. They've got trivia starting again on Wednesdays and dart leagues starting up as well. So if you feel brave and safe and you got the mask on when you're not drinking, when you're not drinking, head out to Torg Brewery. I do have the glasses on because we are going to play a game we call In the Future, where we're going to tell you all about everything you need to know in the future. And people want to hear about... I'm concerned, where'd Brandon go? Oh, he's getting his hat. Okay, good. Because Brandon is going to, holy crap, Mike, that is the best hat I've seen just ever. I love that, the Rebel helmet. Does that belong to a specific Rebel? I got to know before we start. Sorry, I'm nerding out a little here.
I think this is Luke's helmet.
Luke's perfect. Go for the top dog.
I thought you were Duke Kaboom.
That's what happens when your oldest kid is 5, 6, 7, 8.
7.
You kids are old. All right. We're going to do In the Future. And the chat wants to hear about crime. Crime in the future.
In the future, crime will be strictly online only.
In the future, crime will be rewarded with death.
Beep, bop, beep, boop, boop, boop. In the future, crime will not be unsolved. Therefore, mysteries will be unraveled. Beep, bop, boop, boop, boop.
My lovely wife put in the chat, vomit, throw up. Let's hear about throw up in the future.
In the future, AMC popcorn butter will still cause you to vomit.
In the future, cats will start vomiting on cleanable surfaces and not carpet exclusively.
In the future,
In the future, throwing up will get you -4 Jenny Craig points.
Beep, bop, bop. In the future, vomit will not be solved by sawdust. It will be used and fixed with moon dust. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop.
In the
You guys
future-
remember? Go ahead, Jenny.
In the future, we'll throw down instead of throw up.
Do you guys remember several months ago when the killer hornets were a thing? They still exist, I'm assuming. So let's talk about those killer hornets in the future.
In the future, the Killer Hornets will become the new mascot of the Las Vegas NBA team.
In the future, the killer hornets will be bioengineered to spread the COVID-19 vaccine.
Beep, bop,
the
beep,
future-
bop.
in the future, they won't be killer hornets. They'll be lover hornets.
Beep, bop, beep, bop. In the future, we will not worry about hornets. We will worry about corn nuts. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, beep.
The killer corn nuts are coming. It's ham. Just ham in general in the future.
In the future, the Jesters will hire you if you are a ham.
In the future, our president will be John Hamm.
In the future, ham will come from all animals.
Beep, bop, beep, bop. In the future, hamsters will replace all other meats, but we will still call it ham. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Bite-sized ham. And there's a lot of food on here. People are really looking forward to food in the future. Asparagus. Paula really wants to know about asparagus in the future.
In the future, asparagus will not exist.
In the future, asparagus will make your pee smell good.
In the future, the asparagus character from VeggieTales will have a lot of internet porn made out of him.
Beep, bop, beep, bop. In the future, if you accidentally blow an asparagus, no worries, there will be asparagus.
And finally, ramen noodles. Everyone's favorite college food, ramen noodles in the future.
In the future, ramen noodles will become a luxury food item.
In the future, ramen noodles will have absolutely no taste because MSG will be outlawed.
In the future, a 6-pack of ramen noodles will cost you $1.
In the future, fresh, hot ramen noodles will come out of a tap next to your water.
Beep, bop, boop. In the future, ramen will tell you what pronoun it wants to go by. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop.
Politically correct raw person noodles. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Jesters. That is in the future. We're going to move on now, and we're going to play everyone's favorite game show, which is... Anyone?
Monopoly?
Mary Kay?
Jeopardy!
It's Jeopardy! Your contestants tonight are Emily, Mary Kay, and Brandon. Jenny and Mike are going to be off screen as our special judges, as our my little judge here, Edison, the Danger Man, is going to join in as well. We're going to get the categories from the audience here on Facebook, and the judges are going to give the answers while Emily, Mary Kay, and Brandon buzz in to give the Jeopardy questions. And our categories tonight are grammar, space, the Golden Girls, and art history. And Brandon, you are the only one ready to buzz in, so I'm calling you our existing Jeopardy champion. You get to go first.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to go with space for 200.
In the category of space, judges, the answer is?
Aliens.
Aliens. Emily.
What is not Elliot?
No, Elliot is a human. That is correct. So, Emily, you get to pick the new category.
Ooh, art history.
Art history. Judges, the answer is?
Banksy.
Banksy.
Eh.
Brandon.
Where do I put my Munzie?
In the Banksy. Mary Kay's even agreeing with that one. So, yep, Brandon, you get those points. Pick a new category.
I'm going to go with Golden Girls for $10.
Yeah. Golden Girls for even $10. Judges, the answer is?
Old people.
Old people. Mary Kay.
What becomes less and less true every year?
Eh.
Brandon.
Who are the Golden Girls?
You are not an old person, Brandon. I'm giving that to Mary Kay. I also would have accepted who makes the best Soylent Green. Mary Kay, you get to pick the next category.
Let's take grammar.
Yeah, grammar. The answer is?
Grammar Island.
Grammar Island.
Meh.
Brandon.
Where did my second grade teacher always send me?
Emily.
Where is exclamation point on the map?
That is correct, Emily. Pick a new category.
Ooh, space.
Ooh, yeah, space. The answer is?
Venus.
Venus.
Eh.
Mary Kay.
What is also a valid answer in the art history category?
Eh.
Ooh, little crossover there. Brandon.
What do you get when you cross a penis and a vagina?
Oh my gosh, Brandon, just take the points. Pick a new category.
We'll do grammar for 500.
All right, grammar for 500. Judges?
The Oxford comma.
The Oxford comma.
Eh.
Mary Kay.
What's that little bit extra that makes you sound smart?
Eh.
Brandon.
How do you tell George, Fred, and Sarah apart?
Did you buzz in, Emily?
Yes.
Okay, what's your answer or question?
What do you call a stuffed up comma?
Your video's not moving, but your mouth worked. That was amazing. I'm going to give that points to you, Emily, and see if you move this time.
I want Golden Girls.
She's still not moving. I love it. Golden Girls. In the category of Golden Girls, the answer is?
Betty White.
Betty White.
Eh.
Brandon.
Who will live forever?
That is correct. We also would have accepted who is the Highlander of Golden Girls. Brandon, we've got time for just a couple more.
Yeah, we'll go back to space for
Yeah,
200.
back to space. Back to space. The answer is?
Uranus.
That was from my 9-year-old son, Uranus. Mary Kay.
What's the favorite destination of space-going proctologists?
That is correct, Mary Kay. Go ahead and pick the last category.
Grammar.
All right, grammar. The answer is?
Space bar.
Space bar. Brandon.
Where do all those lovely aliens like to chill?
Yeah, they chill out at the space bar. That's correct. Buzzer's down, except for Emily, who's frozen. Are you still there, Emily?
Yes, can you see me?
Okay, all right. You'll get a chance to reset or something if you need to in just a moment, because we're going to Final Jeopardy. And in Final Jeopardy, our new category from, let's see, one that we haven't used. I don't want to make a joke about that. Things that fit in your pocket from Suzanne. Things that fit in your pocket. And judges, our answer for Final Jeopardy for things that fit in your pocket is?
Bananas.
Bananas. So think about everything you know about your pocket and bananas as I sing by myself the Jeopardy theme song as fast as I can so I don't get sued. Was that enough time for you guys? Yeah, perfect. All right. We're in Final Jeopardy. The Final Jeopardy category is things that fit in your pocket, and the Final Jeopardy answer is bananas. Emily, what is your question?
Aren't you glad it is a banana?
That takes me back. That may be right. Our judges are mulling it over. Mary Kay, the final category is things that fit in your pocket, and the final answer is bananas. What is your question?
What do tropical dogs wear around their collars?
That is a possibility, Brandon. It all comes down to you. The final category is things that fit in your pocket, and the Final Jeopardy answer is bananas. What is your question?
Are you happy to see me, or what is that in your pocket?
That is correct, Brandon. I am happy to see you, and that is the correct answer for Final Jeopardy. Congratulations, Brandon, Emily, and Mary Kay. Your prize money will be donated to a local food shelf, which is where, again, if you buy us a coffee, part of the money is going to go to tonight. So coffee.com. Brandon, congratulations. The three of you can turn off your cameras because Mike and Jenny are going to come back, and they're going to use a couple books for this next game that we call What's My Line? So basically, throughout this next scene, Mike and Jenny, if they feel the need, can reference back to one of their books to fill in the blank for whatever they may be thinking or feeling at that time. So let's get a topic for you two. You two are going to a cabin in Lake Michigan. That's what we're going to start with this cabin in Lake Michigan. Mike, do you want to hold up your three books?
Yep, I've got them right here.
I'm going to take a look. Ooh, The Republic's a classic, but I kind of want to hear from Cosmos by Carl Sagan. That's the biggest one. So that's going to be your book. Jenny, which three books did you grab? Ooh, A Man, a Can, a Plan is almost a palindrome. So we're going to go with that one. That's a cookbook, isn't it?
Sure is.
Wow, this will be fun.
Guys, just like you.
For 50 great guy meals. I eat for 50 guys. So Mike and Jenny, you two are in a cabin in in or around Lake Michigan, and just refer to the books as you need them.
You know, the difference between a circular orbit and the true orbit could be distinguished only by the precise measurements and courageous acceptance of the facts.
I mean, we're not lost, are we? We got here on the main road. I know we got a little turned around, but I don't know that we need to study orbit because we're lost. Are we lost? I'm getting really scared now.
I feel like we've seen the same Dairy Queen like 4 times. I'm starting to think that, it wasn't a great idea to, leave the phones at home and just explore society while being unplugged. Sorry.
Now that you mentioned Dairy Queen, I am very hungry, and I could really go for 10 ounces of packaged frozen broccoli thawed.
Each of these 3 microbiology experience asks a different kind of question. Like, do we go with just the blizzards, or I don't know, do you want like maybe a sundae, or I don't know, dilly bars are my personal favorite.
Oh, dilly bars are good. Have you ever had the Mr. Misty slush? I think that's what it's called. That one used to be my favorite. But I don't know. I feel like if we're trying to go, not with our phones and leave technology, we probably shouldn't eat at Dairy Queen on the way. I feel like that would be cheating. I think we should go fishing. And my mom always told me before I go fishing that you prepare the rice according to the package directions so that when you feed the rice to the fish, it doesn't like explode in their stomachs, because that would happen otherwise if it was uncooked.
Why, Iona? Why in these unassuming and pastoral landscapes, these remote islands and inlets of the Eastern Mediterranean?
Well, I want to go there too. I think I would love the Mediterranean area. It's beautiful and warm and probably much better than this cabin.
Yeah, that's true. Can we at least have our phones with us this time? Because, I'm going to need Google Translate to understand anything that's being said. And also, I'd like to not be lost this time.
Absolutely. We'll never leave our phones ever again. That was probably the worst decision I've ever made. But the second worst was definitely dumping the beans and the tomatoes with juice. No, you never want to mix those two.
No, not one of those worlds will be identical to Earth.
No, I mean, yeah, let's go to Mars after we've finished with Greece. That seems like the next logical step.
Exactly. I mean, like, why settle for just, a vacation overseas? Why not shoot for the stars and beyond? I mean, it's a 5-year mission to explore great new worlds and seek civilization, right?
That sounds amazing. Like
You only live once.
50 style cream chicken is probably not something that we'll find on Mars. We might need to pack that.
The information content of the human brain expressed in bits is probably comparable to the number of connections among the neurons.
Mm-hmm. You're so smart. I just feel so inadequate next to you sometimes. Just like a nonstick skillet.
Without you, I mean, like, who's going to have all the great food choices?
Oh, I've always wanted a woman to tell me they feel like a non-stick cooking surface compared to me. It's so romantic. Great job, Mike, Jenny, Carl Sagan, and whoever wrote that manly cookbook for Jenny. Mike, you can go ahead and kill your camera. The three ladies can come back, and we're actually going to kick Brandon out for a little bit because Brandon gets to be our lucky bachelor for the dating game. And that's only if Emily's computer has unfrozen and she's able to come back. Otherwise, Mike might have to jump in here and be the bachelorette for the third bachelorette for Mike. Oh. I think that's her. Anyway, we're playing the dating game. Ba 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 da ba 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 ba. We've got Emily as your bachelor number 1, B number 1. Jenny's bachelorette number 3. Mary Kay, if you want to change your name to bachelorette number 2, that is going to help, I think, keep everyone in order. And I just got our last suggestion as well. So these three are going to be lovely bachelorettes that Brandon is going to have to not only guess who they are, but choose one of these three to take out on a wonderful date. So Emily, you are bachelorette number 1. You are Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell. Do you remember Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell?
The blonde-haired one?
No, she's the brunette, Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Okay.
All right. Mary Kay, you're bachelorette number 2, and you are the manager of a Michael's store. All right. And Jenny, you're bachelorette number 3. You are Carmen Sandiego. All right. So can we get you three to repeat your suggestions one more time? Beginning with bachelorette number 1.
I am Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell.
Do you want to kill your camera one more time, Emily, and bring it back because you're still frozen?
Oh, how do I do that?
Just hit the stop video and then start video again.
Okay.
And if you're frozen, you're frozen. That's fine. Mary Kay, could you repeat your suggestion?
I am the unnamed manager of a Michael's Fabric and Craft store.
That's it. And Jenny, your bachelorette number 3. And again, you are?
I am Carmen San Diego.
Wonderful. So Emily's back, and let's get Brandon back as well, because Brandon is our lucky bachelor. There he is. Brandon is our bachelor tonight. Welcome, Brandon. Why don't you take a quick moment to introduce yourself to our 3 bachelorettes?
Hi, I'm Brandon. I like to do genetics, and I am really ready to fall in love and hopefully have, 5 kids.
Wow. All right. So go ahead and let's have bachelorette number 1 say hi to Brandon. Oh, you're muted, bachelorette number 1. There you go.
I always get muted on TV. Yeah, hi. I'm in the computer lab at high school. I just wanted to say hi. Nice to meet you, Brandon. I don't know about kids yet. I'm not 18. Oh.
Whoa. All right. Bachelorette number 2.
Well, hi, Brandon. I just want to say welcome. And if I can help you out at all, just come and find me, and I would be just as happy to help you. I know a lot. So just call on me anytime.
And bachelorette number 3.
Hi, Brandon. I am super excited to meet you and would love it if you just came on an adventure with me someday.
All right. So, Brandon, at this point, the floor is yours. Go ahead and ask the lovely women whatever questions you'd like.
Yeah, I'll start with bachelorette number 1. When we get married, where do you want to get married?
Well, I don't know if we can get married, because what about my boyfriend Zach? Wait, are we broken up or are we together? I don't know. I really like the football field here at Bayside.
Okay, yeah. Same to you, bachelorette number 2. Where are we getting married?
Oh, it doesn't really matter, just so that we bring our own personalities into the wedding with all the DIY projects that you might find in aisle 4. They are just beautiful. They've got white flowers and maybe a little bit of color, and we can make our own invitations, and it will just be beautiful.
Okay. Bachelorette number 3, how about you? Where are we getting married?
Where do I want to get married? How about I will pick a spot and then I will leave you some clues to maybe figure it out on your own, like a surprise, and then you can just meet me there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bachelorette number...
Go ahead. Sorry, Brandon. Keep asking questions. You know what you're doing.
All right. Bachelorette number 1. I want to hear, what's your favorite subject in school? I want to find out more about this.
Oh, that's easy. It's cheerleading.
Okay.
It's my favorite topic. I write all my own cheers, and I'm, pep queen. So that is my favorite subject. Yeah.
Cool. Bachelorette number 2. What's your favorite hobby?
Oh, I can't pick just one. That would be like picking among our 5 kids. Every single aisle has something beautiful, something that you can make, something that you can personalize. Any. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, I like that attitude. Bachelorette number 3. If on our first date, what game are we going to play?
Ooh, well, trivia for sure. I love trivia, especially like geographical trivia.
Okay.
I can see the gears moving, Brandon. So you've got we got time for one more question each. So go ahead and ask carefully.
Okay. Bachelorette number one. What's your favorite decade?
Oh, I will forever live in the 1980s.
That's what I was afraid of.
No, oh no, like just being at school and just being saved by the ringing of that thing. And I will admit it, like I will always be stuck in my high school self.
Yeah, I think that's ringing a bell for me.
Yes.
But not enough of a bell.
Oh.
Bachelorette number two. Are you a Christian?
Not necessarily. You know, I like the names of archangels.
Okay.
But you know, you just gotta stay open on Sundays. The high school kids only have so many hours, and you have to make sure that they punch in and out on time. So, I love God, but not necessarily Christian.
I got you. Yeah, that's perfect. Number three. What would you name our kids?
I mean, I would probably pick something very worldly. Where in the world I would get it from, I don't know, but maybe somewhere far away.
Brandon, we are at that time of the night where you need to choose which bachelorettes you are not going to take out on a date and name the one you are. So first off, who are you not going to take out on this dream date?
Unfortunately, I'm not going to take Bachelorette number one. She's simultaneously too old for me, but also too young for me. And she's definitely from Saved by the Bell, but that was on just a tiny bit before I was watching that sort of show. So
You're canceling me?
Laura,
no, you got her. You hit her right kapow, right in the jaw. Is that kapow? Nope.
Honey, no.
That was Kelly Kapowski, played by Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Brandon. No
Thanks.
problem. Who else are you not taking out on this date?
I'm a big fan of Michael's, but I think I'm gonna have to pass on Bachelorette number two. I don't necessarily want to go out with a greeter from Michael's.
Ooh, she is a little farther up the food chain than that.
Oh, a manager.
The manager of Michael's. That is
Okay.
correct. Sorry, Bachelorette number two, which means you did choose Bachelorette number three.
Yeah. I love Carmen Sandiego, so that's why I chose her.
Perfect. Congratulations, Brandon, and congratulations, Carmen Sandiego. Enjoy your beautiful dream date wherever in the hell in the world you decide to go.
I can't wait.
A mystery.
You are young enough you don't know who Kelly Kapowski is, but you do know who Carmen Sandiego is. Aren't they about the same time frame, Brandon?
I think you're correct, Gumshoe, but I was much more of a fan of Carmen Sandiego.
Right there with, I don't know, it's Saved by the Bell.
All right. I thought I went with the easy one there. Anyways, congratulations. Good job, Brandon. You got all three. Congratulations. Brandon, do you want to stand up real quick? Because I got to point out the Jesters shirts, because those are on sale right now through TeePublic. Our designer, Zach Attack, gets to do a sale just every once in a while. I think they're up to 35% off. So we've got the shirts, the mask, tumblers, totes. Those are all on sale at TeePublic, and we're going to throw the link up in the chat, so watch for that. Mike and Mary Kay, come back, because we are going to play the game that we're legally required to play, because we are Jesters Comedy Improv, and in the state of Minnesota, if you call yourself a comedy group, you've got to tell a joke, and we're going to tell 185 jokes. Not that many jokes, we're going to tell jokes about 185, which go 185 blanks walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't sell blanks here. We don't serve blanks here. And then the blanks say a punchline. You're going to give us the blanks. We're going to give you the punchlines. And we're going to do just a couple normal ones for fun so you guys know what we're going with here. Let's start with 185 lion tamers.
185 lion tamers walk in the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve lion tamers here." And they say, this place is a circus.
185 lion tamers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve lion tamers here." And they say, "Well, are you sure you can't just whip up something for me quick?"
185 lion tamers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't have room for a bunch of lion tamers in here." And the lion tamers say, "Well, we brought our own chair."
185 lion tamers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve lion tamers." And the lion tamers snapped their necks with their mouth.
185 Broadway singers.
185 Broadway singers walk into a bar, and the bartender says, "We don't serve 185 Broadway singers here." And the 185 Broad singers say, "Is it just because we were part of the Cats musical?"
185 Broadway singers walk in the bar. The bartender says, "We don't serve Broadway singers here." And the bartenders say, "Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase."
185 Broadway singers walk into the bar. Bartender says, "I'm sorry, I don't want your money. We don't serve Broadway singers here." And the 185 Broadway singers say, "You don't want our money? How are you going to pay your rent?"
185 Broadway singers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve Broadway singers." And the Broadway singers say, "Well, that's okay. I don't see Tony here anyway."
185 Broadway singers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve Broadway singers. Why are you here again?" And the Broadway singers say, "I believe that someday you will serve us."
185 Broadway singers walk into the bar. The bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve Broadway singers here." And the Broadway singers say, "Well, we're not going to miss our shot."
I don't know if this is a job or not, so I want to take this one from Emily. 180, not that Emily, a different Emily in the chat. 185 professional organizers.
Oh, that's a job.
All right, then let's hear one, Mary Kay.
185 professional organizers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Get out of here. We don't serve professional organizers here." And the professional organizers say, "Well, you could really use someone to help you declutter."
185 professional organizers walk into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve professional organizers." And the professional organizers say, "You will serve me now. I want a straight shot of vodka." That's right, a straight up shot.
We did get a quick shout out for the Book of Mormon reference earlier, so Madeline wants you guys to know she appreciates that. You guys know how to do 185, so we're going to bump it up a notch. We're going to play the game. We're going to do the 185 championship right now. Championship? Yeah, for that belt. I can't physically get it to you guys right now, so the winner of the 185 championship gets a digital photoshopped, poorly photoshopped photo of themselves with the belt on the Jesters Facebook page and Instagram. So make sure you follow both of those to get these poorly photoshopped photos and more from Jesters. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to set up the joke, and then I'm going to call on these 5 performers to give us the punchline. If the punchline's good, they get to stay. If the punchline is bad or they don't have one or they repeat one or I just need the show to move on, I'm going to kick them off. And we're going to go down until we're to the final 2, and we're going to have one champion out of these 5. So let's start out with 185 pedicurists. Real quick, is pedicures the fingernails or the toenails?
Toes.
Toes? All right.
Toes.
Toes. 185 pedicurists walk into the bar. And the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve pedicurists here." And the pedicurists say, "Brandon."
"We're just trying to get our foot in the door."
And the 185 pedicurists say, "Jenny."
Well, it's just really not going to gel here if you're like that.
And the 185 pedicurists say, "Mike."
I mean, I was really hoping for a self-care routine today.
That was more pedicurist jokes than I thought we would come up with. So let's move on to 185 beekeepers. 185 beekeepers walk into the bar. And the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve beekeepers here." And the beekeepers say, "Mary Kay."
That's because there's so much buzz about this place.
And the 185 beekeepers say Emily.
Because I didn't comb my hair.
And the 185 beekeepers say Mike.
Well, that really stings.
And the 185 beekeepers say Jenny.
This place is a buzz.
Buzz was already said, Jenny. Was it? Yes, it was. Just a different form of buzz, but the word buzz was still said. So I'm sorry, Jenny, you have been eliminated. We're down to 4. And we're going to keep moving with 185 librarians. 185 librarians walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve librarians here. And the librarians say, Mary Kay.
We booked a table in advance.
The 185 librarians say, Brandon.
Shh, don't speak anymore.
The 185 librarians say, Mike.
That's all right. I didn't really get a good read on this place.
And the 185 librarians say, Emily.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. I'm getting paged.
Wow. All right, all 4 of you stay that time. I'm going to be a little tougher next time with 185 ice cream truck drivers. 185 ice cream truck drivers walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, I don't serve ice cream truck drivers here. And the ice cream truck drivers say, Emily.
Is that because you can see my ding-a-ling-a-ling?
That would be a reason. And 185 ice cream truck drivers say, Mike.
I swear it's not a white van, it's just a white truck.
The 185 ice cream truck drivers say, Brandon.
Is it because I brought all my kids?
The 185 ice cream truck drivers say, Mary Kay.
Well, I can swear to you that I passed my background check.
Yeah, sorry, Mary Kay. You probably did, but I failed to see the pun in there. You're out. We're down to Emily. We're down to Brandon. We're down to Mike. And we are going to do 185 doulas. Do we all know what a doula is?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, someone who delivers babies, right?
Okay.
Yep. Okay. That's what I'm going with, so hopefully that's what you go with. 185 doulas walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, I don't serve doulas here. And the doulas say, Emily.
Is that because I crotch shut?
And the 185 doulas say, Brandon.
Don't be a pussy.
Jeez. The 185 doulas say, Mike.
We're going to push our way in here anyhow.
We got to keep going with this because all 3 of those were good. 185 doulas walk into the bar. Yeah, think of another one because the doulas say, the bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve doulas here. And the doulas say, Emily.
Well, this is a hairy situation.
And the doulas say, Mike.
You know what? I don't care what you say. Your delivery is terrible.
And the 185 doulas say, Brandon.
You don't be a baby.
Jeez, damn it. All right, we're going to move on. We're going to go to the next one. 185 therapist. 185 therapist walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve therapists here. And the therapists say, Brandon.
Tell me, what's your problem?
And the therapists say, Mike.
But how do you really feel?
And the therapists say, Emily.
Is it because I'm too young?
Young, that's like a famous therapist. Mike, Brandon, you two were kind of similar. And Mike, since you went second, I'm going to have to eliminate you on that one. Sorry, Mike, you're out, which means we're down to Emily, and we're down to Brandon, and we're down to the finals for the Digital Jesters Championships. So hopefully you two are ready. I'll be honest. Normally when we do this, we go with kind of a more adult one for the final suggestion because they're funny, they're dirty, they're back and forth. I didn't know doula was going to go dirty. Otherwise, I would have saved doula for the end, which means you two get 185 candy makers. My 9-year-old is pumped for the candy jokes that are about to follow. So you better deliver for Edison down there. 185 candy makers walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve candy makers here. And the candy makers say, Emily.
Well, I just want a lollipop,
And the candy makers say Brandon.
Oh, don't be a tootsie roll.
And the 185 candy makers say Emily.
I guess I'm a sucker.
And the 185 candy makers say Brandon.
Oh, I thought you were going to be sweet.
And the 185 candy makers say Emily.
No, I'm hard.
The 185 candy makers say Brandon.
Oh, I'm soft.
Jeez. The 185 candy makers say Emily.
I punched him and said, that's a Tootsie Pop.
And the 185 candy makers say Brandon.
Oh, come on, sugar.
The 185 candy makers say Emily.
Whoa, you're on a Tootsie Roll.
You said did Tootsie Roll twice, Emily. Brandon, you gotta nail this one and you win. 185 candy makers walk into the bar. Bartender says, I'm sorry, we don't serve candy makers here. And the candy makers say, Brandon.
Where do I put my candy cane?
Yeah, all right. Brandon wins that one. Congratulations, Brandon. You get the Jesters Digital Championship, which means I'm going to kill my camera. So you get all of the glory, Brandon. What do you say to everyone who wants to grow up and tell jokes about candy?
You know, whenever you get dealt doula, you go hard in the paint and you lay it all out on the line, and the birth jokes just come.
All right, and Brandon, you've got that Jesters Championship above your right shoulder now, so go ahead and give us a quick pose. Yep, that one. Yeah, that's pretty close. Good job. Congratulations, Brandon. Let's get all the players back. It's a little after 9, which means we've come to the end of our show. I know. But we do this every third Thursday of the month. We also do now the adult-only shows, Jesters After Dark, the second Saturday of the month. I know that's kind of confusing. Second Saturday, fourth Thursday. You know what? Just follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. We'll put all of our dates out on there. As this is the end of the show, I want to make sure we get the, again, if you like the show, you want to throw us a couple bucks, we'll split it between the players, we'll split it between the local food shelves. If you don't have the ability online to throw us money, someone in the chat asked if they're able to give us money via check. Don't give it to us. Throw it out to the local food shelf. We'll be very happy with that. Again, thank you to Torg Brewery. They fill me up with beer. They get me a nice hat, and go out there, buy some beer, and take care of all of that. I know I said some other things, but you guys, it's getting late. You know what? Our next show, too, is with Improvication. Jesters Comedy Improv performs, that's like every first or second Monday of the month. It's February 8th this week or two. Mike and Jenny are both members of Reservoir Frogs. They perform Improvication. They invite Jesters to play with them. And this month, Catherine Themish, which is a local comedian and author, and I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly, is going to be beginning the show. We do all of our improv based off of her jokes and her stories. So it's a lot of fun. It's a little different than what you're seeing here. Jesters does a half hour of this, and then Reservoir Frogs does a great half hour of one of their long form improv structures. So that's February 8th. Our next shows are in February as well. So again, follow us on Facebook to find out when those are. I'm kind of rambling here, which means that I'm getting late. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. I start getting crabby. My mind starts to wander. I could use a bedtime story. And I'm going to take out on this one. I'm actually going to let the Danger Man, Edison, take my place in this, because we're going to do a one word at a time bedtime story. And for the players on here, remember, we're going to do this alphabetically. So Brandon, you're going to start. Emily, Jenny, Mary Kay, Mike, you're Wooly, and then back to Brandon. We're just going to keep going through this. But I need to find what this story is going to be about. And we are going to hear a story about Suzanne and Zach on the veranda. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Veranda? Yeah. I've got at least two of you nodding correctly. Okay, so we're going to hear a bedtime story about Suzanne and Zach on the veranda, one word at a time, beginning with Brandon.
All right. There.
Once.
Was.
A.
All.
On
The.
Veranda.
The
Veranda.
Was.
Very.
Expensive.
And
angry.
So
They.
Ate.
All.
the
Pizza.
before
Going.
To.
The.
ball.
Then
they
Went.
Somewhere.
Special.
They
went.
to
The.
Mount.
Rushmore.
it's
Beautiful.
Zach
And.
Suzanne.
Kissed.
passionately.
On.
George
Washington's.
Face.
Everyone.
Loved.
It.
next
On.
Heartline.
They.
Will.
Go.
to
Tennessee.
Waters.
To
Sail.
To.
America.
Then.
Live.
Happily.
ever.
After.
Yay!
Yay! That almost put me to sleep over there in a good way. That was a great one-word story. Thank you guys very much for joining us on Facebook Live. We really appreciate the opportunity to come into your house and spread some love and funny and jokes during this time. We all miss you. We all miss seeing you live in person. We're very glad that we have Zoom and Facebook to do all this. Rebecca and Steve, are your texts? Are they going to jump in here to give a quick wave on camera? I hope so. Otherwise, I'm going to pause for way too. There they are, Steve and Rebecca. Make sure you check out Fantastic Voyage Improv every Wednesday. Go to their website, join their Patreon, and you know what? You can play some Jackbox games with them online as well. I'm looking forward to doing that soon. My name is Wooly. We were joined tonight by Brandon, Emily, Jenny, Mary Kay, and introducing Mike as Mike with Jesters Comedy Improv. Again, Danger Man joined us. Edison, thank you very much.
You're
You
welcome.
guys, you know what? Thank you. He's the only one of you five to say you're welcome for thanking you. I appreciate those manners. Thank you, Edison. We're Jesters Comedy Improv. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, all those great places. And you know what? We had a great time. I hope you did as well. Yeah, it's time to go to bed. You got work or school tomorrow. So, bye.
Good night.
Bye. Yeah, we'll see you again February 8th, and then February 13th for our next adult only show, and then February 20, whatever the last Thursday of the month in February, we're back for this. We'll see you. Bye.